of a footballer. Now, think of a basketballer. Now think of a Formula One driver. Did you think of a man? If so, why did you? Why didn't you think of a woman? Why does sport seem to be so male-dominated? Let's look at Formula One for an example. 74 years, 34 countries, and 775 individual drivers. Yet only 5 women. Within Formula One, there is a level of inequality which is striking compared to any sport. However, it's not the only sport in the world, and despite historic strides in gender equality, women are still being left behind. This stems from lack of opportunities, lack of media coverage, and the structure of sporting institutions. Formula One is one of the most glaring examples of this, having drivers and team principals who have shared their sexist views with the media time and time again. In 2014, Sergio Perez said that women were better to stay in the kitchen.
Comments like these only highlight the sexism that women experience on a day-to-day basis, both on the track and across the world of sports.
Why isn't there more female representation in sport? Why are there seemingly
random billionaires controlling the faces of women? And what can we do? These are the questions I wish to answer. Let me start with
the issue of representation. There has been an increase in the amount of female sporting participants all over the world,
and it's partly attributed to
increased girls' football academies
and many other programs. However, most of these programs are targeted at girls under the age of 18. Once they turn 18, there seems to be no structural support for women.
We're leaving them behind.
Consider the World Cup. The Women's World Cup.
There have been millions of viewers joining
from around the world, yet female athletes
still earn significantly less than their male counterparts. And in sports like tennis, where progress has been made, female athletes are still fighting for primetime TV slots. It was found out by UNESCO that women represent 40% of all sporting participants, yet only get 4% of the media coverage. That can't be fair.
And coming to Formula One's own diversity report, women represent 28% of the workforce,
yet only 14% in technical roles. This clearly speaks to the broken run theory. This is the idea that women are being considered for promotions based on what they have achieved, when men are being considered based on what their potential is, what they could do. We're constantly leaving women behind and forgetting about them. However, this isn't the only barrier. This brings me to my next point, the monopoly of power. In most sports, there are 4 or 5 billionaires who control who goes in and after the score. In Formula One, you've got Lawrence Stroll, who finds Aston Martin at one team. One of their drivers is Lawrence Stroll. The surnames are not important to this. The last female Formula One driver was in 1992.
She was called Giovanna Albotti.
How many of you have heard of her name? But Formula One constantly tries to praise itself for the work it's doing for women now. But this can't be true, given we've seen the absence of women
for 3 decades.
In sports dominated by money, it's clear that the treatment and representation of women is not due to lack of effort or talent.
So what can we do?
Whilst it may seem bleak, there are efforts from allies and athletes alike trying to give women more traction. People like Serena Williams, who are no longer a champion of the sport. She's an icon of empowerment. And there are footballers like Vivian Miedema
or Leah Williams
who are fighting for equal pay.
And you've got people like Maria Zaka or Simone Biles who are trying to destigmatize women's mental health and open the world to the issues that they face on a day-to-day basis.
It may seem like a big problem, but there are 3 things that can be done right now. Number 1, increase visibility and coverage. Last year, it took me 30 minutes to find the Women's F1 Academy. This year, it took me 10.
Although, that really because of my technological ineptitude.
Number 2, greater opportunities for women. Having 3-on-3 basketball teams with women and male players helps drive women's visibility. And including women in F1 free practice sessions to open a new audience. And finally, equal investment in sponsorships. Giving women the money to show the world what they can do will allow them to grow and encourage more people to get in. slowly and carefully, sports can become more diverse, fair and equal. Thank you.